2 tablets record the Faith Stone moving to the center of Hollystone. That's how the town got its name. It was found that at that time, the golems simultaneously fell into slumber. The fact that the golems have started moving again has got many speculating about the connection between them and the Faith Stone. But this research isn't my specialty. Wait a minute. Have you been to the ancient battlefield? If you're investigating the golems, it might be worth visiting the ancient battlefield. Historical records say it's filled with tons of dormant golems. It's also where people first witnessed the golems attacking humans.
I see. Has your team checked it out?
Well, we really wanted to go. We were about to set up camp there and even had everything mapped out. Until we realized that the golems nearby were becoming active, and it became too dangerous for us. If you're planning to go, take this map. For now, we'll just focus on researching the nearby ruins. I'm hoping Faye's talents can help us there.
I'm super happy to help.
Best of luck at the ancient battlefield.
Huh? Oh, I just realized. Are we splitting from the Magister and Temesia? I'm really gonna miss you guys. I hate parting with you two, but you have your own things to do. Let me see you off. Why are we parting ways so soon? I wanted to learn more magic. Yes, Magister.
This girl can't decide if she'll miss the Magister or Temesia more. Look how close she's sticking to her.
It's no surprise Temesia's still a hit with the girls.
Well, Faye, you've escorted us a long way. Stay safe on your way back.
You too, Temesia. Take care. And can I tell you a little secret?
A secret?
I really like you, 'cause you're really special. You know what I mean, right?
I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
I think you've got a lot on your plate. We're not really that close yet, so maybe I don't get how you're feeling, but since you're shouldering so many things by yourself, at least be kind to yourself, okay?
Faye, thanks for caring. You're sweet, but I shouldn't wish for what I don't deserve. After I atone for my sins, maybe the merciful Dura will grant me a moment of peace. Take care on your journey, Faye. Don't worry about me.
It's quite lively here. It's rare to see so many living people in this area.
Atalanta! Fancy seeing you here! You actually left the dark forest?
Seems like you have friends from all over. You've got quite the connections.
What are you doing here?
I could ask the same of you. I think we may have similar goals at the moment. I'm pretty familiar with this area. Hold on, let me guess where you're going. Could you be heading to the ancient battlefield?
Wow! She got it correct on her first guess. So smart.
You know it.
I can't believe we were that obvious.
For those who don't know me or might have forgotten me, let me reintroduce myself. Atalanta the treasure hunter, at your service. The road to the ancient battlefield is pretty long. How about traveling together? Let me be your guide.
A treasure hunter? What brings you to this archaeological site?
What else does a treasure hunter do when visiting an archaeological site? You tell me.
What? How could you? An archaeological site is supposed to be for research. What's the difference between treasure hunting and theft here?
Hey! Your words are making me seem less classy. Don't mistake me for a thief.
You might not have the right to say something like that.
Ah, whatever. Just pretend I didn't say anything.
Hold on, I've got an idea. If she becomes our guide and travels with us, we can watch over her and prevent her from causing damage at the site.
This isn't appropriate. We should make our way to the ancient battlefield on our own, and let her do her own thing.
Are you sure your personal opinions aren't influencing your judgment, Amicia? You should know the terrain around here is difficult. Having me as a guide would make things much easier.
Huh? How do you know Tamicia's name?
Seems our stiff Miss Knight and this treasure hunter might know each other. Or it might even be something more. But on another note, I agree with Atalanta. Investigating the golems will be difficult. Finding clues quickly is necessary to prevent civilians from being harmed.
That's true. But this atmosphere is really weird.
I think it's worth listening to her. We haven't been there before, and the map is quite basic. Plus, I'm curious about what happened between these two ladies.
I knew it! You're the backbone of this group. From now on, let's take care of each other.
I'll support her decision.
Then I'll head back. Please, everyone, keep an eye on this treasure hunter. Don't let her cause trouble in the ruins.
My shield is unbreakable!
Lucius, can we swap positions? I'll take the rear.
Now look what you've done, guys. Stop making Tamicia so uncomfortable with your gossiping.
Thanks, Lucius. Now people miles away can hear you yelling.
Dura above, Tamicia, I apologize.
The ancient battlefield is still quite a distance. It probably would be smart to rest before we travel the rest of the way. I know there's a camp up ahead. Let's take a breather there.
Magister,
Tamicia, why did you suddenly lower your voice?
just being cautious. Magister, could you double-check the map and make sure we're going the right way? Is that so? That's a relief. Do you have something on your mind, Magister? With your meticulous nature, you'd have done it yourself even if I didn't mention it, right? I brought it up for a reason. I don't trust Atalanta. Magister, correct me if I'm wrong. You seem to have quite a history with her and even received some of her goodwill. I trust your judgment, so when you suggested traveling with her, I didn't voice my objections. But I personally will never trust her, because she has betrayed my trust. I think that bringing up old issues will only disturb you. It's enough that you understand my reasoning.
The Temesia and Atalanta thing? I swear, I don't have a clue. I've been partnered with Temesia for quite a while. Back then, she'd been sent to Oakenfell because of a bad investigation. But despite that, I don't know much about her friends, or even her enemies. Temesia holds herself to high standards and isn't exactly close to anyone. I genuinely want to look out for her, but it seems to backfire every time. But I can do better. Let me think about Temesia's past. Temesia's past... Oh! I just remembered something. You'd never guess this, but she used to lead the choir when she was young. But those days are long gone. When she first became a knight, she wasn't as reserved and serious as she is now. As her senior, I remember her being quite loud back then, always striving to keep up with training, and she was closer to everyone than she is now. I can't exactly remember when she began changing. Temesia started talking less and began distancing herself from everyone. Perhaps it was around the time when she was tasked with investigating the whereabouts of the Faith Stone?
You met Atalanta in the Dark Forest, right? I thought you had accepted her as a guide because you had a lot of faith in her, but I noticed you subtly checking the map earlier. Of course. It's always reassuring to travel with you. You never miss any details. So, what's the deal? What really happened between Temesia and Atalanta? Okay. You're a pro at keeping secrets. You know what? It might be time I shared a story about my first love. Hey, you seem awfully curious. But since you won't tell me their secret, I'm not going to tell you mine.
At the end of the day, you can only rely on yourself, right? Is that really how you feel? I've seen you getting attention wherever you go. I almost thought you were the type who's always all smiles. But well, you asked me to be your guide, and yet you were still double-checking the map. It's really disheartening. You don't even trust me this much? Even after I lent you a hand in the Dark Forest. Look, please trust me. No matter what doubts you have or what you've heard, it's better not to hastily conclude that I'm unforgivable. It's already the dead of night. The old markers have been wrecked by the golems lately. I need to explore to figure out which way to go. Oh, but you guys aren't confident in letting me explore alone, huh? Especially you, Temesia. The way you're looking at me, it's like I'm about to bring back a bunch of bandits to attack here.
You should remember that I never wanted you to guide us on this journey. But now, since she has accepted you as a companion, I feel responsible for keeping an eye on you.
I bet looking at me is the last thing you want to do, huh?
It's unfortunate, but I have to. Because I'm more aware than anyone else here that you are not to be trusted.
Let's go then, Temesia.
I'll keep an eye on her. We'll be back shortly.
I really wish I could join them.
You just want to be part of the drama, don't you, Valen?
Turn back, now. You know well enough that what I've shown you so far is just a warning.
Why are you still in my way?
I'm begging you to pause. The Sun Temple poses grave risks for you. Why would you want to risk your life like this? Especially since I've seen you weak and near death before.
I'm much stronger now than before.
I know, but I can't help but feel concerned.
Don't get confused. Why do you think I said that to reassure you? You can't stop me. The past won't repeat itself. All along this journey, you've been complicating things. Atalanta, just let this go.
Come on. Who was in the middle of everything back then? Who's still stuck in a cycle of self-punishment with silly, strict rules?
That is what I deserve. I once neglected Dura, disregarding the rules of the Templar Knights. Now, it's time for me to make amends. A perfect battle with a glorious victory. I once blatantly broke the rules of the Templar Knights by letting you go. But now... Valen, please.
Huh? Me?
This is the suspect that stole the Faith Stone and escaped in the past due to my failure. Please take her back to Hollowstone for confinement.
What? That was Atalanta? So that's to say you acted that way then because... sorry. But for such an important suspect, is Valen gonna escort her alone? Considering how small he is, maybe I should lend a hand.
My physique is a sanctuary relied upon by many beautiful ladies. Are you saying you have a problem with it?
No. Lucius, you should stay. Remember, our main task on this journey is to track down the golems.
But originally, wasn't it our task to protect the item in the Sun Temple? Once back in Hollowstone, I can lead the knights to your destination to reinforce...
Lucius, you said too much. Yes, we were originally headed to the Sun Temple, but as this is an internal temple matter, I can't say more. Valen, don't worry. With me and Lucius around, we'll make sure she is safe.
That's quite the pledge. To be honest, I'm not sure if she even needs our protection most of the time. But I understand knights are always on about protecting stuff. Leave the suspect to me. I'll give the general the full report. Take care. See you later.
I'm still a bit stunned. Atalanta stole the Faith Stone?
Let's not dwell on this. We should keep moving. Which direction do we go now? Lucius, we're almost there. Keep everyone safe on this dangerous road. Atalanta and I, we were friends once. When I was young, blessed by Dora's grace, I became the lead singer in the nearby temple choir. One day, as I sang in my stiff choir gown, I spotted a new face. A stray child. She was wandering around the temple, and that same day there was a theft. Without proof, they just locked her up. Yes. Hard to believe now, isn't it? Atalanta was actually pretty timid. They held her in a regular room, but she was terrified. She wouldn't even touch the food they brought her. Except when she saw me, she suddenly yelled, "Hey! Get me out of this place! If it wasn't for your singing, I wouldn't be here." I felt really guilty. Listening to hymns isn't a crime. What happened to Atalanta was so unfair. That's when I aimed to become a knight. I didn't want that kind of thing to happen again. Clearly, I haven't done well enough.
You two must have been really close.
We meant the world to each other.
Just as I expected.
My shield is unbreakable!
Magister! Look! There's a camp up ahead!
Chippy, aren't you tired? Me? Of course, I'm not tired at all.
Huh? Chippy's not tired. But Hammy, you're looking a bit out of breath.
Don't underestimate me. I can totally go on. Magister Merlin is so kind.
Hold on. Look at the golems at the camp's entrance and those flags.
Just as I expected.
Magister, those we just defeated seem to be...
Anyone associated with the Syndicate is a villain. And it's the responsibility of the commander of the heroic order, Chippy, to clear them out for our Magister.
Looks like this is indeed the Adamant Syndicate's camp.
There are leftover golem parts here. Why do they look familiar? It's not the first time we've seen things related to golems in the Syndicate's camps.
Let's put our clues together and figure this out. If the previous Syndicate stronghold was where they made the golem cores, then this camp is where they assemble the golems. It might be difficult to activate these golems that have been dormant for years. In order to get them to work, they've been conducting a lot of experiments.
So, they picked this place because the ancient battlefield has the most sleeping golems?
Yes, they let these golems wander the ruins without considering the harm they might cause to nearby residents.
Additionally, it seems like the so-called successful pieces for now are only sent to specific places to cause harm. I can't believe the Syndicate would go to these lengths. Sir, what are you doing?
Are you blind? I'm assembling golems.
Is the Adamant Syndicate forcing you to do this?
Forcing me? I get good money for each golem. Now get lost. Don't slow down my work.
I'd much rather be doing something else right now.
Miss, may I know what you're carrying?
Just contraptions I'm assembling. Let me tell you, the stuff I'm assembling isn't that powerful. Nowhere near as strong as our boss.
Is your boss part of the Adamant Syndicate?
No way! My amazing master was born under a blood moon. The first under the long night. He's the dictator of gold. King of silver hair and lunar wild wolf. Don't disrespect the great Mauler Wild Wolf. Don't you know anything, you ignorant peasant? Get lost. I don't have time for you country bumpkins.
Magister Merlin, even though we've confirmed the connection between the Adamant Syndicate and the Golem's revival, there are still some mysteries left unsolved.
Like that guy with the super long title the lady just mentioned?
And how they're bringing the Golems back on such a large scale, and why they control them.
Exactly! What's driving those golems? And what are the Adamant Syndicate up to? That's what we need to know!
Do you think it might be linked to the Faith Stone? Admittedly, the Adamant Syndicate using the Faith Stone to reactivate the Golems isn't out of the question.
Right. If Atalanta is tied to the Adamant Syndicate, it makes sense. It's definitely suspicious. Tamisha caught Atalanta back then, but she didn't have the Faith Stone on her. If she took the Faith Stone and gave it to the Adamant Syndicate...
Impossible. I haven't seen her in years. I don't know where Atalanta has been, who she's met, or what she's done. But I just know she would never do something like that. She might never fully trust others. Even I, who she saw as a close friend, was betrayed by her. But she would never hurt anyone innocent.
Yes, Atalanta has been supportive of us from the start. She couldn't be a villain.
If Atalanta knew how much trust you have in her, I wonder how she'd react.
What's with this sentimental atmosphere?
I know your sole purpose here is to investigate the Golems. Now that we've figured out the Syndicate are the culprits, you could go back. But I have this gut feeling that the Syndicate's intentions aren't as straightforward as they seem. To put it bluntly, I'd like you to come to the Sun Temple with me. Yes. Actually, our squad's original task was to respond to the Sun Temple's plea for help and safeguard the Faith Stone. And we ran into the Golems controlled by the Syndicate as we traveled towards the Sun Temple. Could that really be a coincidence?
What? Could it be that the Adamant Syndicate is plotting to go after sacred objects? That's gotta be it! Magister, would you be willing to go to the Sun Temple with us?
Thank you. I'm fully aware that the Temple's interests aren't your concern. I'll take it as a personal favor from you.
How weak! Hey!
Are you trying to steal my opponents away? Leave those golems alone! Why are you disrupting my combat training?
This guy is so unreasonable. We were just being kind.
I apologize. We just happened to notice the situation and misunderstood.
I'm not interested in your excuses. But since you've interrupted me, as an apology, train with me. You'd better not hold back.
Just as I expected.
That was a nice warm-up. I suppose you're worthy of my recognition. My name's Shakir. Let me share something that might please you. Meeting such a powerful individual here. Oh, you've piqued my interest. I'm up for sparring with you again to enhance our combat skills. I'm looking forward to our next meeting. If you guys survive,
Wait, what does that mean?
if we cross paths again, you'll figure it out. Now, farewell!
Just as I expected.
You've done well. Staying alive long enough to meet me again. Ha ha ha!
That's a strange way to put it.
Don't forget my warning. This place is far from simple. If you want to know more, let your strength do the talking.
He obviously wants to tell us, but he just has to have one more battle.
Just as I expected.
As we agreed, ask anything and I will answer. But first, tell me your name. Ah, I'll remember that.
So, Shakir, please answer the Magister's question sincerely.
I'll keep my word. They hired me, but this isn't their turf. This place is mine. It was claimed by these claws of mine. Seen my crew? The Syndicate hired them, but not a single one of them can match me. So they just do general mundane tasks assigned by the Syndicate. I came from the Ashen Wastes to train and grow stronger. Before I met you, the golems were my best sparring partners. Though they often got damaged, there were always more around.
It sounds like all of this is part of the conspiracy by the Adamant Syndicate, but their real goal is still a mystery. Shakir, can we speak to your crew?
Sure, but I should warn you if you want to fight them. They're pretty weak.
I promise you, we only want to ask them questions.
All right. Hey, you lot! Over here!
Boss? You calling for us?
Yeah, these folks are opponents I respect. You'd better answer their questions truthfully. And as for me, let me clean up a bit. My claws and fur got dirty during the battle.
Just as I expected.
Tell us about Shakir.
One day, that big brute stormed into our camp, throwing punches everywhere. The Syndicate folks saw him and insisted he become the leader. We wanted nothing to do with him, but none of us could defeat him, so... Yeah, I mean, the training was so hard. He made us run between 2 camps 10 times a day. Who can handle that? I hate him. Some people tried to sneak away, but once they got caught, the training became even more horrifying.
What kind of tasks does the Adamant Syndicate usually give you?
Curious, huh? You want a piece of the pie, don't you? All right, I'll tell you. We've mostly just been transporting treasures to their camps and putting things together. We've pretty much explored all the nearby ruins. Oh, except for the Sun Temple.
Why not the Sun Temple?
The Syndicate locked down that whole area, probably hoarding all that treasure to themselves.
Hoarding treasures?
We're not entirely sure about the details, but it seems like that. Otherwise, why would they guard it so fiercely?
I think this is a good spot to rest.
Resting after a long journey feels amazing. Besides the travel, I've been thinking about a series of events that have occurred, and some things are puzzling.
It seems reactivating the golems was just their temporary goal. But I can't figure out the link between the golems and their plan concerning the Sun Temple. Before we left, we received a plea for help from the Sun Temple. But since the portal was destroyed, we had to rush from Hollowstone. And about the sacred items in the Sun Temple. It's strange. Considering Soleil has long fallen, why would there still be sacred items there? Regardless, the Adamant Syndicate's objective appears to revolve around these sacred items. And it seems they've been planning for quite some time.
Dura above. I'm as nervous as it is. Let's all calm down. The more anxious we are, the more we must focus and conserve our strength.
Right. I can't afford to panic at this point. Magister, Lucius, you both should rest. We can talk about other matters tomorrow. I'll keep watch. And pray.
What price are you willing to pay?
Am I dreaming? Atalanta, why are you here?
This isn't a dream. I'm here. In the flesh. How many times must I say it? The past was my sin, not yours. But even if I were given another chance, I would make the same choice.
Are you still refusing to tell me the truth from back then?
You know I don't want to talk about it. Why do you keep asking?
This is serious, Atalanta. Ever since I became a knight, I pledged to protect Dura. Until this day, I've followed the strictest laws of the temple. Yet, I'm still a sinner. Because, truthfully, I'm just as despicable as the worst scoundrel in this world. I willingly betrayed the grace of the goddess. I let you go that time. But you know, I don't regret it either. Given another chance, I'd make the same choice. But I must make amends. To ensure my redemption isn't in vain, Atalanta, just tell me the truth.
I can't say it.
Archon, what are you doing here?
I arrived at an interesting moment. Or should I say, an unfortunate one. I should have brought my harp. Doesn't this situation feel like it needs a musical accompaniment?
Ugh. What's that noise?
Who woke Chippy up?
Huh? Is that Atalanta? Weren't you sent back to Hollystone? Why are you here?
Well, she had to be here. She's the leading lady in this comedy show.
Huh? Comedy? What comedy? Hold on. Is that Archon?
Of course. I'm also an important spectator in this comedy. Comedies don't always mean pure laughter. But by Dura, surely it won't turn into a tragedy. However, this fantastic act has concluded. Call me for the next scene.
Your acquaintance vanished suddenly. Is everything okay?
Atalanta, the more important question is how you're even here.
After returning to Hollystone, Valen went to report to the general. And he underestimated me. It's laughable that he thinks a few militiamen from Hollystone could possibly keep a watch on me. Come on. It was you guys who insisted on making things tough for me in the first place. Additionally, my role as your guide isn't over yet. I still have to escort you to the Sun Temple.
You're willing to lead us to the Sun Temple all of a sudden. Last time you even used force to stop Tamicia.
Because Tamicia packs quite a punch, and I didn't want to get hit again, alright? Even though I'm a suspect in the theft of the Faith Stone, I've been with you guys all this time, and I haven't done anything to hurt you. I already saved Tamicia once. Who's to say it can't happen again? So, let me tag along with you. And what about you, my stubborn knight? What do you think?
I will leave it up to you to decide. Yes, Atalanta did save my life. When I first became a knight, I was weak. After a battle with a monster that left me severely injured, I fell into a coma. When I woke up, Atalanta was there. I then found out that she went through a lot to find a magical potion that saved me. And then, after I recovered, my first task was to chase the suspect of the Faithstone theft.
Why bring up these old tales out of the blue?
Just pondering. For someone like me, unable to let go of personal feelings, becoming a sinner is inevitable. I shouldn't have let personal feelings interfere, going against the goddess's will.
Is the goddess the only reason worth living for to you?
I'm a bit confused about your history and relationship.
Please, allow us to have another private conversation.
It's time to show you my moves. Just as I expected.
It appears that this is...
Exactly. The Adamant Syndicate utilizes this space to transport the assembled golems. By Dura. But why would they do this?
Just as I expected.
Hold on. I hear something up ahead.
Ah, ha, ha! Well done! Being alert is a strong trait. We meet again, my worthy opponent. You keep showing up in front of me. Do you miss sparring with me? How thrilling! Ha ha ha! Come to my camp. Let's have another competition of strength.
This guy is so weird. It's you who keeps popping up in front of us.
I have a feeling that what you're seeking might be found with me.
Shakir, I've got orders from higher up. You're to start guarding the camp's gates and prevent outsiders from getting near the Sun Temple.
Outsiders? Are you talking about us?
Huh? Outsiders? Shakir? Who are they?
They're my respected adversaries, possessing power beyond typical golems.
Huh? Are you defying the Adamant Syndicate's orders? Seize them!
How weak! Ah, my friend. You're too good at stealing the limelight. One day we'll settle the score. And don't expect me to go easy on you.
Not now, Magister. We don't have time for this. We need to head to the Sun Temple as soon as possible.
Huh. What a letdown. But the Sun Temple? During this journey, you might encounter the big guy before me.
Big guy? What's that?
In the jungle, the strong are big and the weak are small. The big guy is apparently much stronger than regular golems. All I can say is, it's even more colossal than you can imagine. Just imagining facing that thing ignites my fighting spirit! Ha ha ha!
Shakir, thank you for the information. We'll be cautious.
No need for thanks. There's a camp ahead where I encountered the big guy once. Stay safe until we meet again! Ha! Don't underestimate me!